Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Dark Shadows Reviews on Gemmy Master Animatronics, and today what I have to review for you is the Gemmy prototype, I guess, cemetery statue. I don't know what you'd want to call it. It's more of a reaper, but it kind of looks like something you'd see by a mausoleum. Um, it is complete resin. As you can see, it's missing pretty much all of its fingers except for one. It's all there. It's just the fingers are gone. He doesn't have audio. It doesn't really do anything. It lights up green and it has like a projection light. The light is really bright and it actually will project onto the ceiling and straight out in front of you and all that. I'm going to be posting a short with it in the dark, but I'm not going to be putting it in the dark in this video. So you'll see the review of it and then you'll see a YouTube short showing it in the dark. It has actually a fairly long activation, and it's a shame it doesn't have audio, because if it did, it would really add a lot to this piece. It wasn't released at all, but I feel like it did have quite a bit of potential, as the sculpt on it is really great, the paint is great, the actual body itself being completely see-through like that, with the projection light in there and with the green coloring, it looks great. It's a nice piece. It's just it wasn't produced. When I move it to show you the bottom with the item number, it might go off. So if it does, I'll just show you the demo then. Unfortunately, it didn't come with a push button. It had this, which I'll just grab it real quick, and it was missing the wires. So I didn't have any spare wire to put in there with the proper pins. So I just shoved two wires onto it, and then you can either touch them together, or if you wiggle them, the contacts will touch and they'll turn on. There's no on or off switch. There's no sensor on this. It's strictly through the Try Me button, and unfortunately it's missing. And I also don't have the prototype tag for it either. I don't have the sample tag. So you're just going to have to bear with me. When it goes off, it goes off. If I turn it around here, you can see that is the back. It does have a little bit of damage right here. That's the only spot that's actually broken on the body, besides, like I said, the fingers. And then you can see the separation right here, and all along it just doesn't match up all too well. That's due to the resin warping. The paint is all pretty much intact and looks good. There's a couple chips here and there, and the black speckle that's around it is actually a nice touch too. Kind of looks like weathering in the concrete, because that's what this is supposed to be made out of. But yeah, I'll go ahead and show you what it does. So yeah, that was it. It's actually a fairly long activation. The thing that also is a big, I guess, disappointment with it is you can hear the motor because there's no audio. So I did open it up earlier just because I wanted to see if there was a switch in there that had fallen in. Because if I show you the bottom, you can see that there's a spot for a switch, but there is no switch. This is the battery cover, and then the item number on the tag right here is 220530, and this is where the Try Me button would go, but it's different than all the typical Try Me buttons, so I unfortunately didn't have a spare. I opened it up earlier. There's a motor in there that you could see from the bottom with a mechanism that's glued in place, and then there's one motherboard with obviously the standard style micro components that we have nowadays, but yeah, there's no on and off switch. So I don't know if it, I'm sure if it made it farther into production, there would have been an on and off switch, but this one is clearly a very early sample and could very well be the only one that exists. This was purchased at the castle in Muskogee a while back, and has been passed down from Gemmy Addiction to me, and this is now for sale. Again, I know I've been saying in all the videos, check out the Instagram at Gemmy Master and get in contact with me there if you're interested in purchasing this piece before I list it on Mercari. I can give you a much better deal on personally if we go the PayPal or Cash App route rather than me selling on Mercari, because I have to mark it up due to fees. But I'll go ahead and show it to you one more time before I end this video. Okay guys, so again, that was it. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time.